difference in falling and flying. I feel the minutes slipping by. I've been focused on timing. I've been focused on sliding. I've been focused less on what, less on how, and more so on the meaning behind it. I know if I drop the ball, it's the death of me. Something about the way she smile, way she walk. Front counter on the kitchen with the recipes. Realizing I ain't felt this way before. I wanna get it right. I'm hard on myself. I need time to strengthen this part of myself. Late bloomer, the way through is to keep trying. The only way to get over pain is to keep climbing. Trying to feel something special with you, babe. Trying to feel something special with you, babe. Trying to feel something special with you, babe. Trying to feel. Sometimes I think I'm stuck with how I feel. Sometimes I try to rush through how I feel. Sometimes I can't keep up with how I feel. Sometimes I just give up on how I feel. I think I might be better off alone. I think I might be better off than occupied. Cause every time we try we end up fighting on the phone. If we gotta argue all the time, I'd rather be alone. But it's hard because I find that's when I think about you most. I can't deny I hide it, but I'd rather have you close. I'd rather find a way to compromise than write these songs. I'd rather have you on my chest and stand with folded arms. I hope you understand I tried and never meant no harm. I'm down to go again, you know they say this time's a charm. I hope you understand I tried and never meant no harm. I'm down to go again, you know they say this time's a charm. Trying to feel something special with you, babe. Trying to feel something special with you, babe. Trying to feel something special with you, babe. Trying to feel, trying to feel. Trying to feel something special with you, babe. Trying to feel something special with you.
Fue bonito mientras duró. Después no supe nada de ti. El corazón me lo llevó cuando se despidió de mí. ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde se fue tu amor? Pa' buscarlo rápido. Quiero que estés aquí, que me digas dónde está. ¿Dónde se fue tu amor? Pa' buscarlo rápido. Quiero que estés aquí. Quiero recordar, volver a sentir tu beso, tu piel con sabor a miel. Que me digas ven, quédate a dormir y al amanecer quedarnos todo el día a día. Sin ti la vida es
sun breaks white on a midnight drive. Open road, breathing me back to life. That warm rush running through my veins, like the first rain after a long dry day. No church bells, no preacher's words, just the loudest truth I've ever heard. Holy, when the night feels endless wide and the stars come burning through the sky. Hold me in this moment's light. Every heart beats a hallelujah high. Oh, it's holy. Red clay dust in a firefly glow. Every mile deeper, the less I know. But I don't need answers, don't need signs. Just the way it feels when the world aligns. No stained glass, no written prayer, just the open air, and I'm right there.
Now it's the old battery. Still doing it.
When the night feels endless wide and the stars come
I'll try and talk around. I'll turn off my mic, I guess, eh?
Hold me in this moment's light. Every heart beats a hallelujah high. Oh, it's holy.
Okay.
Every note in the song of the earth, every crash, every whisper, every rebirth. It's bigger than me, but it pulls me in like the ocean tide, like the way it begins. When the night feels endless wide and the stars come burning through the sky. Hold me in this moment's light. Every heart beats a hallelujah high. Oh, it's holy.
Well, good evening, everyone. I'm live from my home base, and Kinsman is at the Timmins Square. He's just changing a battery camera, so he's working on that. So he's going to pop in a second. But I'm live from the home base today. Had to do this drive from Timmins to Porcupine like at 5:30, and by the time I got here, I'm like, I'm staying here. I know our South Enders out there can relate to that. It's just a long commute. We're still working on this connecting link. There's 900 traffic lights now, so I'm like, forget it. We hope everyone had a beautiful day. It was Pink Shirt Day. Did you wear your pink shirts at your office, at your school? We were fortunate enough to go to the Dare Timmins event at the library on Monday, where we built pink shirts and learned about kindness. And one of the things that I learned from this event was from our children. And we've posted this a couple times today, where our children had said, listen, just be kind. It's simple. Kids don't enter the day treating people poorly. They're not born ignorant. They go to their classroom, they play with their friends, no matter what their race, ethnicity, religious, political beliefs. Children treat people with kindness. And I think as we become adults, and when I say we, I'm including myself in this, when we become adults, we get a little bit hard into the world. We have stresses in life. We worry about our kids, our families, our finances, politics. And sometimes we forget about being kind because we're so drawn deep down by the negative and conflict. So, one of the kids at this Dare Timmins event at the library says, you know what, you just be kind. Just be kind. And that really resonated with us. So we have a lot of lessons to learn from the youth today. And that really resonated with us today as Pink Shirt Day, and the hope is to carry on. So Mark gave a great example. I'll give him credit, even though he's still working on that camera. Technology 101. He said, you may have a grumpy neighbor, or what everyone calls the grumpy neighbor, but maybe just people they don't talk with him, or they might have been rude with him. Maybe he's actually a real nice person. So Mark says, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go and bring that neighbor a coffee. And maybe that's a big difference. Even in the workplace, in my 20 years of working human resources, people often told me, I have a conflict with someone that I work, and it's been going on for years. What do I do to first resolve it? And my advice, based on my personal experience, what has worked is, when you get into work, you just ask that person, how's your day? How's it going? How was your weekend? If it's kids play hockey, how was the tournament? Simple things like that go a long way. So don't mean to get too much on a soapbox early on in the show, but it's just things that we were really thinking about today at our office, and I'm sure all you folks were. And it was a beautiful day on Monday at the library, which they did it a couple days early for kids going to build pink shirts for Pink Shirt Day, which was today. So we're still waiting on Mark. He is in the background. I can see when his camera gets adjusted. But tonight we have an amazing night. Of course, we have Frankie MacDonald joining us, and the beautiful people from Midtown Bowl, Clint, Nat, the whole team. Oh, man, they're amazing. 4 passes and game cards for Midtown Bowl. You know that we continuously talk and brag about Midtown Bowl here, and we will do so. We're so fortunate to have them. If you've ever been to like a Dave & Buster's in Toronto, we have it here. We don't even have to drive that 8 hours. And so they always donate prizes. Every month they say, what do you need for the show? And great. And listen, they're a small business, and they depend on revenue and people coming in, and they're always willing to step up and donate. So once again, we have 4 passes and game cards for Midtown Bowl, and that's why you see them here all the time. Jill Hardy says, you never know someone else's battle. Best not to judge, and empathy is learned when we need to teach that, and we need to teach that a lot more. Jill, you are so right. We don't know what people are going through. I know my own, I'm just like everyone else, of course. We have our own stresses. We have a 3-year-old son that has stage 3 kidney disease. So we worry a lot at our house. We worry about our kids. We worry about our finances. But when people meet me, I'm positive and I'm happy, which is my character, but I also have a lot of worries in my life. So people don't know what folks are going through. And that's true almost to everyone that I meet. So if someone's really going through a difficult time, maybe they lost a loved one, maybe they just lost their employment, maybe they got some terrible medical news, maybe they're battling with mental illness. If you're kind to someone and make a little joke or small talk, trust me, you're going to make a big impact on their lives. And I know a lot of people already do that. I just find our children do it better. They really do. And being, a father again to 2 young kids, I have 3 olders. I'm really a better listener this time and observer of what they do. And I watch them in the classroom. I'm like, they really nailed it on the head. They don't care if Johnny's from a different country. They don't care if Mary's parents voted liberal. They don't care if they speak a different language. Friends are friends. Good people are good people. So it really was a beautiful day. And Selena says, I need to be kind to Mark. Selena, he always gets me when we're off camera. Just saying. Mark's my best buddy, though, by the way. Rita wore pink today. And we're going to be checking in with Frankie MacDonald shortly. I'm just waiting for Mark to maybe work out that technical issue. What's up, Alex? How you doing? And hello to everyone for joining us. Crystal says she can't wait to go to Midtown. So I'm at home, so I could play with some of the comments, which we don't get to do enough. Ever since that Ronnie went to another job. Man, we miss Ronnie. But he's working full-time somewhere else, so we're happy for him. And hello, Helene. How are you doing? And yeah, you're right. I mean, I don't think I'm saying anything new, but it's just something that popped in my brain today. Okay, so Mark is still in the background. We have two amazing guests joining us right now. I'm going to bring on the first one. That's Mr. Frankie MacDonald. Hello, Frankie.
I'm doing great so far. Lots of snow in Sydney, and Timmins had theirs in December.
There. Oh, look at this, Frankie. You do have lots of snow. Last time we spoke, Frankie, I didn't see a lot of snow, and this time it looks like you got a snowstorm or two.
Lots of snow has fallen this month in Sydney, Nova Scotia, Canada.
Yeah, that's right, Frankie. Now, I noticed that you invited some friends, which we love. So I'm going to bring on Joey only right now. There he is. Hey, Joey.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Hi, Jamie. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear us?
I can hear you just fine, sir.
Okay, good man, good man. And I'm going to bring on our good friend, Brandon. There we go. Hey, Brandon.
Yes.
Brandon looks like he might be in a snowstorm with his internet. Maybe it's a little frozen.
Hear me? Okay.
All right. Yeah, I can. I think your internet connection is a little choppy there, Brandon, but we can hear you in and out. Okay, so hello, everyone.
I can hear you.
Mark's in our studio
Can't
at the
see
Timmins
you.
Square. Yeah.
Okay. Sort of.
Mark's in our studio at there it is.
We're here.
Mark's in our studio at the Timmins Square, but there's an issue with the camera. And I'm at home, by the way, folks. Yeah, this is where I am tonight. So, Frankie, how have you been? And people want to know, how long is this winter going to be in Canada? Is it going to be long?
That means meteorological spring starts March 1st. Not this weekend, but next weekend. Time spring is ahead. Then lose an hour, so you gotta go to bed 1 hour early. Since time spring ahead, Joey, Brandon, Halk, KINZ and KLOMP, and myself have to go to bed 1 hour early.
I do. Well, let me ask you this, Joey. I'm happy Frankie mentioned that. I'm not what you call an exciting guy outside of work. You know, a lot of kids here, really busy. I'm in bed by 9 p.m. So do you think, are you a night hawk, Joey, or are you watching like TV when I am?
That means due to time spring ahead, you got to go to bed 1 hour early on March 7th.
Yeah, don't forget to spring your clocks back an hour.
Spring ahead.
Oh, right. Ahead an hour.
And and over in Europe on March 28th to the 29th, time spring ahead on March 29th. People in Europe got to go to bed 1 hour early that week. Then down Sydney, Australia, and New Zealand, in Chile, their time falls back on Easter Sunday this year.
Okay. Wait,
Then down in New Zealand, their autumn starts on March 1st. Fall starts in New Zealand and Australia on March 1st. Down in Sydney, Australia, Invercargill, New Zealand, Auckland, New Zealand, Hawke's Bay, New Zealand, Napier, New Zealand, Stratford, New Zealand, Hamilton, New Plymouth, Wellington, Nelson, Greymouth, and Christchurch, Dunedin, Queenstown, Wallistown, New Zealand. Their time falls back on Easter Sunday.
Different times and dates across the world. I'm learning something tonight.
And did you hear about this? Their summer comes to an end this Saturday in New Zealand.
Oh, thank God. They've had enough summer. We need some.
Yeah, see, time is relative.
Yeah. Joey, because we haven't seen you in a while, I asked you about the bedtime, but forget about that. That's a little too personal.
Well, I was gonna say that I am a night hawk, but I'm also a morning person. Yeah, that's my curse.
I like that. Short sleep. This whole groundhog who gets all the acclaim for his weather forecasts, at least in North America, maybe across the world. I went back and reviewed their success rate. The majority of these groundhogs are under 30%. Now, if I was 30% good at something, they probably wouldn't call me good at something. So, Joey, are you pro groundhog when the groundhog makes his prediction? Are you making your plans based off of that, or do you know it's a crapshoot with this groundhog?
I got two responses to that. First of all, so like you think about here in the mountains in British Columbia, like I live at 4,000 feet, and I live at 53 degrees north, which is somewhat relative to Timmins. Live pretty far north, right? If it was only 6 weeks of winter, that would be an incredibly short winter for us here in the mountains. Like our ice doesn't break on the Jack of Clubs Lake until Mother's Day. So I would welcome the groundhog to be right, but they're not. Now I also know, because I grew up there in southern Ontario, that groundhogs is stupid. Because I remember my dog, not only did we shoot him all the time, but my dog she hated him, and she would just stand there real still, and we watched her from the bar, like, the farmhouse window, and she'd just stand real still, and the groundhog would occasionally look the other way, and then she'd take a little movement. And she would just do this, and eventually she would get close enough and then kill the friggin' groundhog, right? So the thing is that I know that dog, she was a really good dog. She was a wonderful dog, but she had no, deep meteorological capabilities, So if she was smarter than a groundhog,
Right.
I have a hard time believing that the groundhog could have this deep scientific connection to Mother Earth that, But then again, animals and their weird brains, you never know.
Yeah, you never know what the connection was, Brandon. So let me ask you this question, Brandon, because you're always very good, like, on the history of weather. So why the groundhog? Why isn't it a cow? Why isn't it a Canadian goose or a moose, something Canadian? Like, what's the story here with this groundhog?
I think they decided to use the groundhog way back in the day and thought it was probably easiest because it hibernates, But I wouldn't mind trying the goose thing, if the goose shows up on Groundhog Day and it's an early spring,
right? Because the birds tend to fly.
It's easy to bully a groundhog, man. It's easy to bully a groundhog around,
I guess,
Whereas if it was a moose, it'd be like it could potentially screw up, Moose Day.
Yeah.
What if it gets ornery and just runs into the friggin' crowd there? You have Pennsylvanians flying everywhere.
Aren't most birds are pretty smart predicting weather, right? If it's going to get cold, they're packing their bags and they're going somewhere warm. And when they know the sunball is going to come out across Canada, they're coming back. They're like snowbirds, like literally, right? The person that goes to Florida for the winter, per se, if people are still doing that. But they're pretty smart. So if a bird was to tell me 6 more weeks of winter, I have a tendency to listen more than I would listen to a groundhog. That's just my personal opinion.
I'm not sure if it's even a matter of, like, do the animals have, actual connection to the earth enough to know if there's something changing weather-wise. Like, I think actually animals are pretty cognitive of weather change. The real question is, how do they communicate this information? And is it through looking at their own shadows? And is the shadow in any way relevant?
Mm-hmm. Well, we have a black bear that comes around here, a non-hibernation period, and they did tell me Canada was going to win the gold at men's hockey Olympics. So I don't trust this bear either. Okay, well, let's check in with some forecasts. Frankie gave us his.
The weather in Sydney, Nova Scotia. It's really cool outside right now. Cool weather in Timmins, Ontario right now. And did you hear about this? Myself, Joe Yali, and Brandon will be joining me on Hate Street Podcast Wednesday at 4 p.m. Atlantic, 12 p.m. Pacific. Hate Street Podcast next Wednesday. Myself, Joe Yali, and Brandon will be joining me.
Yeah, on Thursday we'll do our show that we do every week. The 3 of us do a show.
Yeah.
Yeah, so next Wednesday, Joe, you'll be joining me on Hate Street Podcast.
Okay, I'll do that with you, Frankie.
Frankie's like everyone's booking agent. He keeps everyone busy. I love it.
Wow.
And did you hear about this? I'm showing you downtown Sydney, Nova Scotia, Townsend Street.
Oh, it's really beautiful there, Frankie. Is this close to where you live, Frankie?
I live in Waiting Pier area.
Okay.
It's a really big city. It's like 30,000 people in it.
If you follow Frankie's adventures, he has a pretty busy social life. I get exhausted just looking at it. He's always out karaoke and meeting people and out about the town. I'm like, where does Frankie get all this energy from?
That means I was working at the Mayflower Mall earlier today from 9 o'clock Atlantic till 3 o'clock Atlantic.
Okay. And he's working too. So on top of all the stuff he's doing on social media. So I know Frankie has waved in on this, and Frankie's real. Frankie's not AI. I know this for sure. Frankie's been doing this longer than most people could read the word Facebook. Okay. Frankie's the OG. Right. Yeah. So I always tell, I don't know why people think Frankie's AI. I think he's just so good at his job that people may think it's computer animated, but that's real. Frankie's a real guy.
A real guy. There's me wiggling my fingers.
Brandon, do you think there is a place for, not with Frankie, of course, but AI will probably be significantly help weather forecast and predicting significant events, right? There's got to be a correlation there.
Brandon is AI.
Well, maybe I am AI. I don't know. But it all depends. Weather modeling, looking ahead to weather modeling, that probably will help us in the future, no doubt. When it comes to real person doing a weather forecast, yeah, everybody would rather have a real person weather forecast.
Okay, but what about, say, if I live in Kansas, Missouri?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm dependent on the prediction of a tornado. Correct me if I'm wrong with any of these forecasts. I did just watch The Wizard of Oz, so I think I'm right. I would assume that enhanced technology, even though it's good, could probably be a stronger predictor and save lives. Am I wrong? I'm just throwing this theory out there, but I got to think I'm getting close.
Could be, or I can tell you that there's a tornado coming.
Okay. I've heard you. No one's replacing. I'm not advocating to replace you. Hey, if they want to replace me, no problem. What about you, Joey?
What about me?
Yeah.
Okay, so like, AI forecast to be like, this morning, sunny, chance of rain. This afternoon, seek bunker. The AI begun nuclear war starts at 3.
Yeah. So I don't necessarily mean replacing the person giving the forecast. I get my forecast from you folks. I'll never change that, ever. I need to see a human. I'm more talking about the technology around predicting forecasts and climates and climate change. All the behind the scenes stuff you use to give us your forecast and your modeling.
Yeah.
Are we just it sounds like we're just a no AI crowd here, and there's nothing I can say that's going to change anyone's mind.
And did
Sometimes
you
I use it help me with my write-ups,
That's the thing. I do find myself guilty occasionally of helping it with. I don't use it to write scripts because I'm too animated. Like, I cuss and swear. I'm the only forecaster who does that, right? I just say it how it is, and people like that hillbilly forecaster up here. And so if I start reading off an AI script, it can start sounding like that's not Joey, right? So I sometimes though get it to put things out in point form, like talking points, so that I have launching spots. And like, hey, can you organize some talking points for me? I did that in a video this afternoon.
Right.
But I don't do that all the time. Sometimes I just turn it on and talk. Like, I'm going to make a video right after this about avalanche death that happened yesterday in British Columbia. And I have all my websites and images ready to go, and I'm just going to launch and go. There's no need for any help that way. So it just depends on the topic, and sometimes I'm just looking for more of a synthesis of information, and it's helpful for that. So there is a usefulness of this.
These are my pants.
Hey, there we are.
There buddy. There they are. How you doing?
Yeah, buddy. Frankie's a legend.
Go tire on, boy.
Legend. Did you hear them?
Next Wednesday, I'll be on Hate Street Podcast at 4 p.m. Atlantic, 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern.
Frankie is everywhere.
H3. Like, what does it mean?
Brandon, you'll be on Hate Street Podcast next Wednesday at 1 p.m. Mountain.
1 p.m. Mountain. Okay.
Are they Americans? Are they extremists or anything weird? Should I be scared?
They're great podcast.
Okay.
That's good.
Yeah. Let me ask you this question then, Brandon, since you're not an AI guy. I heard that loud and clear. How accurate is our weather forecast if I have to give it a percentage? Are we 80%? Are we 70? Like where if you had to give it a general number, how accurate do you think we are?
How accurate do you think I am?
Weather people in general. You don't have to specifically.
He means in a general sense, but I mean, there's different answers, and I think how accurate is Brandon compared to like the general is worth answering, because I think Brandon's accurate a lot, right?
I'd say at least 80%. Yeah, 80 to 90% there. Today I forecasted a high of 9, and we did it. We got to 9 degrees in my area today. So I always give me brownie points whenever I score a forecasted high bang on, which happens quite a bit, especially in the week.
So it's difficult. It's difficult for him to be that accurate because the method of his forecasting is to a radio audience, to specific places, specific times. Here's your forecast high for today, right? If you are in Drumheller, your forecast high for today. So that's actually more difficult to be good at, and Brandon is good at it. Whereas I have a very high degree of accuracy because I speak in generalities a lot, which is like, I said this on my channel today in the comments with somebody. Is like, well, if I say a storm is coming, it's coming, but I might get the specifics wrong,
right?
As to how much rain falls in what place or who gets how much of what. But if I say British Columbia is getting a big storm system, it is happening. So like I'm accurate that way, like 100%.
So what
I'm not doing the nitty gritty details always that Brandon is, right? So like, what is your method of forecasting? What is your like audience? What is your mode?
Yep.
If I was a weather person, this is what I would do to always look good. And you tell me if you want to jump on this bandwagon. I would predict rain every single day. Now, if it rains, people are like, accurate. Thank you, weatherman. I'm not going out to camp. But if it's sunny, people will be like, thank God it didn't rain. It's now sunny outside, and people will be happy, and they'll forget I even forecasted rain.
Maybe.
You're
in my area, where they say, we need rain. Where is the rain? Okay. Oh, yes.
Yeah, right. So you're talking about the farmers that are having a dry season, and if I call for rain, you guys are really turning this around on me tonight. We're not AI, no, groundhogs, no. And if you see my resume at the weather office, you're going to be like, we'll just call you. Don't bother with this.
Unless you apply for Vancouver, that might be a good place. Yes.
There you go. England.
If you want rain every day.
In Glorious Falls, Ontario, and weather there, it's going to be cold weather in the Glorious Falls, Ontario, and places like this. And Timmins going to get really cold. So is Kapuskasing, Hearst, Ontario, Thunder Bay, Kenora, Dryden, Angus, Ontario. And Bass Guy Show lives in Montreal. He's back doing the show again since New Year's Eve. Bass Guy Show does his podcast every Friday nights at 11:50 p.m. Atlantic, 10:50 p.m. Eastern. Bass Guy Show. Chad Casey, a.k.a. Bass Guy Show. He's still doing the Bass Guy Show these days.
I also think you're more accurate than 80%, Brandon. Like, you are one of the best.
Yeah. You guys are.
There's a couple days I miss, a couple things, but, it doesn't happen very often. Probably
like
once or twice a month.
I don't speak to, like, individual communities quite the same way he does. I make a video and demonstrate, like, how a system is probably going to be moving through. Mm-hmm. That's a little bit different than having a radio audience where you have to be calling every location and saying, here's what your high and low is today. Mm-hmm. It's a difficult thing to do, man.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there's different kinds of forecasting, purposes of it.
We started on the radio. I say we. Mark has a whole career in radio before he did this. I'm very fresh to radio. We've been with them since January. So we do an hour of the morning show on our local country station. By the way, we're having such a great time there. But one of the things, I've asked for some advice, like what may be important on radio is different than social media. And the guy, the director told us weather, always weather. They want to know weather and then even time, because I'm like, doesn't everyone have a phone? And he goes, no, you're not thinking it the right way. They have a phone when they're watching social media. But if you're driving, and there may be a clock in the car, but people come so accustomed to the radio DJ saying the time and the weather, you always got to hit it. Because the first thing I asked Mark, what's with this radio and pardon me, this weather and time? He goes, people are dependent on it. And they really are. So I'm learning a lot of things about the radio world.
All three of us have a similarity in our audience. All three of us have a similarity in our audience. Is like, well, Timmins is lucky to have you, and you're sort of a remote community. So it's like when you turn on the Weather Network or CBC, it's not like in Timmins today, in Quesnel or Prince George today,
right?
In Brooks, Alberta right now, right? So our audience really depends on what we're saying because they don't have anywhere else to get it.
Fair enough. Very good approach. Frankie?
Last week, Philippines volcano erupted. Volcanic ash erupted 6,000 feet up in the air. They had a 5.1 magnitude earthquake in Puerto Rico.
There we go. A lot of significant weather and going on across the world. So, why we're already coming up at 7:30.
Then you got an asteroid in the 1997 NV1 headed towards the Earth on June 27th, but it's going to miss the Earth.
It's going to bypass it altogether, right, Frankie?
If you want to follow me on social media, my blue skies at Frankie MacD, my link tree is Frankie MacDonald, and my threads is at Frankie MacD 1984, and my Reddit is FrankDo1984, and my X for me Twitter is at Frankie MacD, and my link tree is Frankie MacDonald, my Facebook is Frankie MacDonald, my Instagram is Frankie MacD 1984, my TikTok is FrankDo1984, my Clapper is FrankDo1984, my Twitch is FrankDo1984, my Snapchat is Frankie MECD1, my YouTube channel is Stocks Wolves, and my LinkedIn is Frankie MacDonald. Best luck to you. I'm Frank. You're listening to KINZ and KLOMP podcast. I will see you on March 25th at 8 p.m. Atlantic, 7 p.m. Pacific. I will see you guys on March 25th. That's my next KINZ and KLOMP podcast, March 25th.
Thank you so much, Frankie. Beautiful. I love when Frankie, like I say it all the time, like genius. Thanks a lot, gentlemen. We really appreciate you. Sorry Mark couldn't be with us. I know he's there at the square. I'm not too sure what's happening. He's messaging me, but I can't answer it right now. I'm chatting with you folks. Thank you both. Keep up the great work. I follow you both, of course, aggressively. I know you're doing a lot of great things and always appreciate your time. I know you're busy. So thank you both of you, Brandon and Joey. Nice seeing you again.
Can I just put out there to follow Brandon Houck, Houck on Facebook, but also Brandon, Frankie, and I do a show and a radio show every week, and it's on YouTube Live tomorrow night at like 9:30 your time on Joey Only Caribou Weather Dude YouTube. Go subscribe for me right there. I got new content up every day.
Beautiful thing.
Right.
Will do. Thanks a lot, folks.
Thank you.
Check in with you next month, hopefully.
Yes.
By the way, I think you guys are so great.
Okay, thanks so much.
It's lucky to have you on the radio every morning. Like, that's great news.
Appreciate you. Thank you. All right.
Yeah, man.
Hey, good night, guys. What an awesome group of people right there, and I follow them, and they have a lot of fun at all these podcasts. Joanne, why am I not at the square? Well, I mentioned this at the beginning. So if you're in South End, the commute to Timmins and back. When I lived in Timmins, I never got when people in South End said this commute takes forever and it's exhausting. Then when I moved to South End, I hopped in. So I had to run home at about 5 o'clock or so. And then when I got home, I realized that I had to recycle the laundry because I never took it out for this morning. And then I just told Mark, listen, I'm going to do the show from my house tonight, since we're having streamed in guests. Mark is at the square, but I think he's having a technical issue. So I'm going to check in with him while we're on the break, see if we could say hi to him before the show's over. But once again, you can win 4 passes and game cards for the beautiful Midtown Bowl. And of course, we'll do our Wheel of Winning right after this.
Treat your family to a family pasta night at the Porcupine Dante Club. Happens this Saturday night, 5:30 p.m. Get your tickets at DanteClub1952@gmail.com. Sweet Freeze have cookies and cream, Oreo and Fruity Pebbles, chocolate Easter bunnies, and Peeps too. Get stocked up for Easter, 175 3rd Avenue, or online, sweetfreeze.com. Save the date, Tuesday, March 10th, 5 to 9 p.m. at Full Beer Brewing for the United Ways Period Promise. It's a celebration event and collection drive. More details at uwcneo.com. Nominate someone this week for the City of Timmins Human Rights Wall of Fame who exemplify the value of human rights, justice, and equality. Visit the Timmins Local Immigration Partnership Facebook page to nominate. Timmins Student Works Painting are hiring. Join their team today, 705-363-0800. Buying or selling? Put your trust with Royal LePage Diamond Award winner Jessica Gervais. Call Jessica now, 705-363-0136. Learn martial arts training with Balance Studios. Sign up now for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or Muay Thai, 705-264-7655. Need a new door? Call Hans at Northern Door Systems today. Servicing Timmins and Northeastern Ontario for all types of garage doors and openers, 705-363-7781, or visit their new website, northerndoorsystems.com. KINZ&KLOMP. Book a fun Rockin' Bull night this week at Midtown Bowl. It's only $19.99 per hour per person. Call to book your fun, 705-267-3500. When buying or selling, let award-winning Albert Seal at Royal LePage help you guide your way. Get started with a phone call, 705-465-3493. It's tax time. Let Astrid help you file your taxes at Astrid's Bookkeeping, 705-264-1005. New clients are always welcome. Kevin Walker is closed with Kev. Kev's happy to help you search for your vehicle, whether it's a new or used Toyota or any make or model. Call Kev now, 705-274-9080. Comtech Computers service what they sell and offer a full line of quality office equipment and on-site service repair. 705-264-1351. Carnival 2026 is well underway with Cultural Center LaRonde. Get your ticket for Rick Lemieux and Derek Sagan Friday or Claude and Simon on Saturday. The entire list of events can be found at LaRondeTimmins.ca. Pet Value Hollinger Court has a self-serve dog wash station. Skip the mess with easy and stress-free bathing. Call to book 705-264-4027. General admission tickets for Rock Night at Rock on the River are on sale now. July 24th will feature The Offspring. Get your tickets now. ROTR.ca. Get a ticket for the Ducks Unlimited 40th Anniversary Dinner and Auction. Saturday night, April 18th at the McIntyre Curling Club. Tickets are $85 each or book a table of 8. 705-266-0118. Get a Triangle MasterCard and earn 4% back in Canadian Tire money when you shop Canadian Tire Timmins. 2199 Riverside Drive or online CanadianTire.ca. Lucian Transportation are hiring for Timmins and Cochrane. New drivers get a $2,000 sign-on bonus and it's paid training. Apply today, 705-360-4090. The Wizard of Paws offer nail trims, face trims, ear plucking, and so many walk-in services. Open 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Tuesday to Friday at 220 3rd Avenue. Make it a date night at Sparks Pizza. Dine in and try their new steak pizza and pair it with a boozy milkshake. 206 3rd Avenue or have it delivered, sparkspizza.ca. It's time for kindergarten registration for fall with the Northeastern Catholic District School Board. Book a school tour now, ncdsb.on.ca. No job too big or small for DAP Cleaning Solutions, who offer janitorial, commercial, and residential cleaning, and even dump runs. Call today, 705-465-3500. And get a ticket today for the Brent Secord Timmins Mechanical Pro Snowcross. Comes to town March 7th and 8th across from Mikey's. Ticket outlets also available at Mikey's and Typo Press Printers and online eventbrite.ca. 20% off sweet mono suits and jackets this week at Mikey's. Stop and shop today, 1301 Airport Road. Check out the People of the Watershed exhibit on now at the Timmins Museum. Monday to Friday, 9 to 4 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday, 12 to 4. All the details at TimminsMuseum.ca. Book a professional detail or a crown undercoating this week at the Shine Shop Crown Timmins, Canada's #1 rust protection. 705-268-4855. Lois from Smallville, Erica Durant, and the Incredible Hulk, Lou Ferrigno, come to the MAC April 11th and 12th for Timmins Con 2026. The NOE brings them to town. Get all the details at NorthernOntarioExpo.com. February is Kitchen and Bath Month at Porcupine Timber Mart. See the hot trends in person, 85 Bruce Avenue, or online, timbermart.ca. Summer camp registrations are now on at Camp Bickle, the finest co-ed camping facility in Northern Ontario. campbickle.ca. Need peace of mind for your business? Hire Mobile Business Patrol with PADS Canine Protection and Detection Services. 705-288-7435. The Seizure and Brain Injury Center are hiring for a Programs and Engagement Manager. Send your resumes today to Brittany at sabic.ca. Design, build, enjoy a new custom design kitchen at J&R Custom Cabinets. And how about this? Don't pay for 3, 6, 9, 12 months OAC. Visit jrcustomcabinets.ca and book a quick 99 in and out detail this week with Wilson's Elite Auto Detailing. Call or text to book 705-274-9944. Reservations are now open for the Easter Bunny at the Timmins Square Shopping Center. The bunny arrives March 20th. Book your spots now. TimminsSquare.com. Memories matter. Register today for the Walk for Alzheimer's with the Alzheimer's Society Cochrane-Temiskaming. This year's walk happens May 30th and 31st. Visit walkforalzheimer.ca. Follow the Timmins Majors as they make a playoff run. For tickets and schedules, visit TimminsMajors.com. The deals are hot on the lot this week at Matheson Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. It's worth the drive, 349 Highway 11 in Matheson. You see us, and now you can hear us. Follow us every morning, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Country 93.1, Timmins' best country. Every day is a discount day at Jackpot Time Timmins. Your chance to win every single session in February. 251 First Avenue. And the Winter Carnival Market and the Family Fun Day with the Downtown Timmins BIA is this Saturday, 10 a.m. to 3 at the Old Tweed and Hickory Building. Come for the vendors, food, and family fun inside and out. Macassa's Pantry and Lemongrass now offer catering for intimate weddings, family events, birthdays, or any event. Call today, 705-360-5253. Comfy stays, clean rooms, and friendly vibes when you book your next stay at the Timmins Super 8. 705-268-7171. Become a volunteer with the Schumacher Lions Club. Call today, 705-267-6838. April 25th, 1 p.m. at the Timmins Square Shopping Center. They invite you for a free family show by Kiki. It's all a part of the Timmins Comedy Festival. Goldheart Courier Services offer rush, local, and out-of-town deliveries. Move your packages today, 705-531-3005. Need office supplies and fast? Shop Smart Office Timmins with next-day delivery. Visit smartoffice.ca. Northern College is having an open house March 28th, and you're invited to their Timmins or Haileybury campuses. Find out more, northerncollege.ca. Need a helping hand for appointments or your next outing? Overflow Home Health Inc. in Iroquois Falls can help. Email today, info@overflowhomehealth.com. You are someone with the Canadian Mental Health Association. Visit online someone.ca. For the best interior design, you need to contact Jennifer today at Mindful Living Interiors. Check out her amazing work now, mindfullivinginteriors.com. Karan Equipment are hiring. Send your resumes today for all positions to karanequipment.com. For the best insurance in the North, you need to call PAIB Insurance Inc. They have your back and the coverage you need. 705-360-5300. Vodasec Denture Clinic care about your smile and can repair your dentures in 1 hour. 705-264-3020. Buying a Timmins Hyundai just got easier with Click to Buy. Browse the lot at 800 Riverside Drive and even apply for credit. TimminsHyundai.ca. And this Thursday, Scream 7 hits the big screen at Imagine Cinemas. For tickets and show times, log on to ImagineCinemas.com.
All right, you are there.
Yes. Yeah, I was trying to get in. I'm like, well, I'm going to go do some shopping. I had to go pick up eggs and milk. I said, I'll catch you after the break. You guys were doing such a good job here. Pink shirt day. I was being kind. I didn't want to interrupt the show. It's fun to be on the other side as a viewer, and I was fully engaged. A lot of people love the weather chat.
You have an empty chair, Nick. I hear an echo there, Kinsman. What are you doing over there?
Do you have an echo on your side?
I definitely hear an echo there. Let me. I don't know. I definitely hear an echo. Maybe you don't. Maybe echo cancellation might not be on your end. It's like I'm at the top of a mountain, like yodeling.
Top of a mountain. Here, take my screen off. I'll go click it and I'll come back.
I think you just need to turn off the TV or hit echo cancellation.
Well, I will. I'll go click that off right now.
All right. So we'll let Kinsman take care of that. And hey, listen, he manages the technology at the radio. I got to manage the technology on this show, and that's why we're a duo. We'll get him there. We're having a beautiful night, and thank you to Frankie and Brandon and Joey Only, beautiful people that donate us their time on a monthly basis. And I love the fact that they come on and chat weather, because listen, I love to know the weather. I love to know when camping season's going to start, by the way. This is what I'm looking forward to. So we're going to bring Mark back on.
I'm back in.
There we go. I think
right,
we're better.
Is the echo gone now?
You're good, pal. Okay, I wanted to share two comments with you. One, Chris Costigan. God, we speak with him every day.
Who won the $100 from last night? Well, we do have the answer for that.
Yeah, we do. So the winner was an Ava Morrow, and Ava is going to be attending O'Gorman High School in 2 years, randomly selected. So we've contacted Ava's family, and we're going to have a nice post with her holding the gift card donated by the Catholic School Board, and that'll be out tomorrow. So thanks for everyone who watched last night.
Yeah, what a great response. Again, the grade 8 open house at O'Gorman High. I'm going to say right now, the welcoming with the link leaders, probably one of the best welcomings that, a student could ever get. And again, chatting with some of the link leaders last night on the show, when they experienced that made them want to do that, to greet the newcomers. Such a great program. We chatted with Colleen Landers. She was there. She was from the graduating class of 63. And again, she's now part of the board of trustees there. So one of the head chairs there now.
We had a great time. I want to, we're so appreciative of people. Kim says our city is fortunate to have you fellows keep us up to date on our latest news. And
thank you so much, Kim, for that. Yeah, we appreciate that.
I've said this many times, when we started this 5+ years ago, I was hoping like 2 or 3 people, including pretty much our families, would watch it. I'd be happy. And
that's what happened when we started.
We're so appreciative of people that come in every night or once in a while when they're not busy. Like I think about that every day. We're deeply appreciative of getting comments like this and the feedback. Like, thank you so much. Trust me, we talk about it every day, and we're extremely grateful for your support.
We sure are. And again, getting the messages of people loving to now hear us, not only see us, but hear us on Country 93.1. We appreciate it. Again, we see all the messages coming in, and we're greatly appreciative of all messages that come into our inboxes.
Yeah. So there we go. So thank you. Thank you. We see them all, and we appreciate them all. Okay, we're here. You came in at the fun part, the wheel of winning.
Like I said we had a bit of a technical snafu. I said I'm going to go grab a few items from No Frills. So that's where I was. I said I'll catch you at the break. So
is that what you did? I'm working. You're at No Frills.
I had to go get milk and egg. I'm like, well, I might as well. I had you guys on, but I had to go pick up a few things there. So,
all right. Well, you didn't miss the wheel of winning, our favorite time. Look at this beauty of a prize tonight.
Yeah, 4 passes, game cards for Midtown Bowl. So you've got 4 bowling passes and 4 $10 Fun Zone game cards. Your chance to win those right now.
The Wheel of Winning, brought to you by PAIB Insurance Inc. We are real people dealing with real people. Locally owned and operated in downtown Timmins, 101 Pine Street South. Call toll free 1-844-360-5300.
So there it is. The magic Wheel of Winning.
Who's off to Midtown Bowl and Arcade. Best arcades in all of North America. Linda Studor Hartlib is the winner. Congratulations, Linda. We'll get in touch with you. If you're out there watching, send us your information. We'll make sure you're off to Midtown Bowl for the weekend.
There we go. How awesome is that?
That's a pretty awesome prize. Again, shout out to Nat and Clint. They have designed one of the best, bowling alleys and arcades and all of, we say this, you think we're just saying it. It's one of the best in all of North America. When we had the curlers in there, the U18 curlers, they haven't seen such fun before. A lot of the teams took it upon themselves to go check it out for the first time when they were here visiting and said, yeah, that is a one kick-ass bowling alley and arcade. Again, 40 games. You can't beat that.
When you put your pink shirt in the washing machine tonight, do not remember to take off those stickers or they're going to disintegrate.
Yeah. These buttons here, of course, pink shirt day. We're going to hang it up on the rack Again, this is another one to the collection. It's it's cool to be kind.
Yeah.
And again, hopefully, we pay the message from today forward, because I know we celebrate Pink Shirt Day. We're wearing our pink shirts today, but the whole goal and the message is to be kind every day, not just today.
Blockbuster had it right. Be kind, rewind, right?
That's it. Be kind, rewind.
We talked about that at the beginning of the show. Absolutely, 1,000%. Treat each other well. Be kind. And you know what? Thank you for joining us tonight. And our guests, and Kinsman, you stopped in for a couple minutes of work. We even appreciate you.
Well, there you go. Be kind. I was still here. I was here in spirit for the first half, but glad we could be a part of it. I could be a part of it here for the second half. And again, congratulations to Linda. We'll get you off to Midtown Bowl, and tune in tomorrow. Yeah, you can watch us here live, 7 o'clock at the Timmins Square Shopping Center. And of course, 9 a.m. to 10, you can listen to us on Country 93.1. We'll be back on the radio waves, 250 3rd Ave tomorrow.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde se fue tu amor? Pa' buscarlo rápido. Quiero que estés aquí, que me digas dónde está. ¿Dónde se fue tu amor? Pa' buscarlo rápido. Quiero que estés aquí. Quiero recordar, volver a sentir tu beso, tu piel con sabor a miel. Que me digas ven, quédate a dormir y al amanecer quedarnos todo el día a día. Sin ti la vida es fría, fría. Tu voz es melodía, día, que a mí me guía, guía. Quedarnos todo el día a día. Sin ti la vida es fría, fría. Tu voz es melodía, día, que alguien me diga dónde está, dónde se fue tu amor, pa' buscarlo rápido. Quiero que estés aquí, que me digas dónde está, dónde se fue tu amor, pa' buscarlo rápido. Quiero que estés aquí. Fue bonito mientras duró, después no supe nada de ti. El corazón me lo llevó cuando se despidió de mí. Quedarnos todo el día a día. Sin ti la vida es fría, fría. Tu voz es melodía, día, que a mí me guía, guía. Quedarnos todo el día a día. Sin ti la vida es fría, fría. Tu voz es melodía, día, que alguien me diga dónde está, dónde se fue tu amor, pa' buscarlo rápido. Quiero que estés aquí, que me digas dónde está, dónde se fue tu amor, pa' buscarlo rápido. Quiero que estés aquí.
Sun breaks white on a midnight drive. Open road, breathing me back to life. That warm urge running through my veins, like the first rain after a long dry day. No church bells, no preacher's words, just the loudest truth I've ever heard. Holy, when the night feels endless wide and stars come burning through the sky. Hold me in this moment's light. Every heart beats a hallelujah high. Oh, it's holy. Red clay dust in a firefly glow. Every mile deeper, the less I song of the earth, every crash, every whisper, every rebirth. It's bigger than me, but it pulls me in like the ocean tide, like the waves.